Hi everyone. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing great. This is your third day of class. I wanted to kind of give you guys in case you're not sure, how to get going or how you should go about going through the class. I'm sure probably most of you, if not all, have never ever taken an online class before, and such a fast one can be a big challenge. So I want to kind of take you through a typical day. Um, so the first thing, take a look at the syllabus, and on the second page, I have the class map. So you'll notice if you go to your over here on the assignments, if you go to the homework, you'll notice that the assignments are due. Okay, so notice the assignments are, and I'll talk about the lectures in a minute, but if you look at here, for example, assignments chapters 1 to 2, they're due on the 15th, chapter 3 on the, that's actually wrong. They should all be on the 15th. Oh, sorry, I was looking at it wrong. Those are the lectures. Okay, sorry. So if you look at the assignment, chapter 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 are all due on the 15th. So that would be on Sunday night. So this might make you think, oh, I'll just leave it for later. I'll work on it over the weekend or whatever. But the problem is that, the class is 5 weeks long. You look at here on the class map, and it's basically you're covering a chapter a day. So what happens is if you every day you don't do something, that's twice the amount of work you have to do the next day to stay on schedule. So now imagine you leave it until the very end of the week. So let me put it to you this way. This class is 3 times as fast as a regular class. So if you leave all the work until the end of the week on a week in this class, that's like being behind 3 weeks in a regular semester, and that's just way too much. You'll fall behind right away and you won't be able to finish the class. So I want to try to prevent that from happening. And so the best thing to do is see how every day you have your class map here. So on Tuesday you should be working on chapter 1, Wednesday chapter 2, Thursday chapter 3, Friday chapter 4. So basically by yesterday you should have done chapter 1, which means you should have done, since this assignment is chapters 1 to 2, you should have had at least 50% of chapter 1 done. Okay, so if I go here and I look, I have 82 questions, so you should have done about 40 or so questions to be on schedule. Then after today, you should finish that one entirely. So you should have done 80 problems by then. And remember, so here there's a question I've been getting about the lectures. The lectures, although they say they're due, I really only put them here as assignments to make it easier for you to access them. So they aren't actually due. They'll stay open, forever. They're just there sort of as a guideline, So, basically chapter 1 lectures, you should watch them on the 10th. But really, it just means that if you are doing the assignment, this is what I would recommend. Of course, you can definitely watch all of them if you want, but I would recommend doing the working on the assignment, and then if you have trouble, go back to the lecture on those topics. So, like for example, let's say I'm here on working on question number 38, and so I'm looking at this problem, and I do this wrong, and I don't know how to do it. I just can't remember. So then what I can do is I can go here. You can do your help me solve this, view an example. And if you're really having trouble, here it tells you the section that it is. So this is from section 2.1. So then it might be a good idea to go, okay, well, let me go back. Let me leave this page. And let me go over here to take a look at the lecture for 2.1. So I'll go to chapter 2 lecture. and this is 2.1. It doesn't say this section. It should. If you click, remember, on video podcast, it'll download all of them if you want. But anyways, let's say I just want to watch it here online, and you can watch section 2.1 here. So only the sections that you're having trouble with. That's what I would recommend. Okay. Then what you want to do is, once you're finished with the assignment, so let's say you're finished with chapters 1 to 2, what you want to do is take the quiz for chapters 1 to 2. So every assignment has a quiz associated with it. And so you can take the quiz, and you'll get whatever it is that you get, and at the end you'll get your grade for the quiz. And then just remember that you can take the quiz over and over. So although, notice how the due dates for all the quizzes here, for a lot of them, they're on the 23rd. That means that they're due the day of the midterm. That doesn't mean, of course, that you're going to take them the same day as the midterm. That means that you have up until the day of the midterm to improve your grade. So if you get 100% the first time, then that's great. You don't have to do it over again. If you get 90% and you're happy with that, again, that's fine. I would recommend going to 100 so that you can get all the participation points you can, because you have 100 for the course. The only media assignment that actually is due is this one, media assignment for chapter 6. That one you do have to do by the due date, and it's a geometry one. So that's the only one that you definitely do have to watch, and it is required. If you have any questions, another thing that I want to point out is I've noticed here the chat room, class, office hours are here under course tools and chat and class live. And when you click on it, so right now it's in progress here, and I've had quite a bit of trouble with this. So I'm on my computer pretty much all day. So if for some reason this isn't working, which happens pretty often, just send me an email and you'll probably get a reply right away. So unfortunately sometimes technical issues arise. The study plan. Again, the study plan, I had a couple of students ask me, it's not required, but if you feel like you need extra practice, or maybe before the exam you want to practice some different topics, feel free to jump in there and try that. Another thing is, if you're not following the class map on schedule, you will be getting emails from me just reminding you to stay on track and to keep up with the work, because I really don't want you to fall behind and have trouble. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay.